Joined by Marty Biron. Now that the dust has pretty much settled in free agency, it's time for our former goaltender to list it. Marty, we want you to rank the goalie tandems for all 7 Canadian teams from worst to best.
Well, Jermaine, I really feel like there's 6 really good situations in the crease in the teams in Canada, and one that needs a lot of work. So let's start with that team that needs a lot of work. In the 7th position, I've got the Calgary Flames. Obviously, Dustin Wolfs is a young up-and-comer, and there's still a lot of maturity, a lot of experience that he needs to get. And Dan Vladar, he's a backup goaltender who's coming off an injury, so Calgary is 7th right now. At number 6, I have the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, Samuel Montembeault and Caden Primo did really well on a team that struggled last year, but I still feel like the Montreal Canadiens are going to struggle defensively with their youth at the blue line, so that's going to put Montembeault and Primo in a bit of a tough situation. So that's Montreal at 6. At 5, I've got the Toronto Maple Leafs. And yes, Joseph Woll is a good prospect, but he's only played 39 regular season games. And Anthony Stolarz is a really solid backup and maybe one of the best at his position at supporting the number 1 goaltender. So I still think that they will be fine in Toronto. So I got them at number 5. Number 4, the Edmonton Oilers. Stuart Skinner did well, looked really good in the playoffs, and Calvin Pickard came in and really gave him some support throughout the regular season and the playoffs. But when you compare yourself to some Vezina Trophy winning, goalies and top-end goaltenders in the National Hockey League, I still am going to put the Oilers at number 4, which is not bad in Canada. Now the fun part. Number 3, the Ottawa Senators. Linus Ullmark comes over from Boston. He got a Vezina 2 years ago. I think it's going to be a major upgrade in Ottawa. And Anton Forsberg, coming back from double knee surgery a year ago, struggled last year. Hopefully he's fully healthy this year because I liked him before the injury. And number 2, a little bit of a surprise here. I'm going with the Winnipeg Jets. Connor Hellebuck won the Vezina Trophy, but he also, had a solid backup last year. They're going with Kaapo Kähkönen this year. And I've got a question mark when it comes to Kaapo Kähkönen. So I think Hellebuck is going to be really strong in net, but a bit of a question mark as to the support that he will be getting with his backup goaltender. And number 1, I've got the Vancouver Canucks. Thatcher Demko is one of the best goaltenders in the National Hockey League, and we saw that in the playoffs last year. But also, now they have a really solid backup option, and Arthur Shilovs played well, took the Edmonton Oilers to a Game 7, and I think that tandem in Vancouver is going to be the best tandem when it comes to the Canadian teams this season.
Hard to argue with the top 2, but the Sens at number 3. All right, that might surprise some people, but that's why you trade for a Vezina winner like Linus Ullmark. That being said, Marty, is the upgrade in net significant enough to end Ottawa's 7-year playoff drought?
Yeah, I believe it is. You look at the 5-on-5 play last year for the Ottawa Senators. They were 14th in the National Hockey League in expected goals against at 5-on-5. That's pretty good. Their goaltenders were 31st in save percentage across the league at .884. Linus Ullmark brings his .915 save percentage from Boston, and I'm not saying that all of a sudden Ottawa is going to be at .910 team save percentage, but even if they were just .900, which is league average, .900 for a team, they would be saving off a half a goal per game. About 40 goals in the regular season, which would flip their -26 goal differential to a +14. Any team that was a +10 and above last year made the playoffs. So just got to be .900, and I think Linus Ullmark is going to give him 55, 60 really solid games to be able to elevate that team save percentage.
Those are significant numbers. Sens fans are hoping Ullmark is the answer to end the 3rd longest active playoff drought in the league.